The Fox 61 News at 10 starts now.
And now at 10, we are getting a new look at the moment an officer is accused of using excessive force during arrest back in July. Thanks for joining us on the Fox 61 News at 10. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. We first brought you this story as breaking news on the news at 6 tonight, but Fox 61's Stephen Reels has been looking over that video. He's in West Haven with a breakdown of what's in it.
Since early July, Richard Nacarado has been on administrative leave from the West Haven Police Department over what happened in the body cam video you are about to see. Now, due to the nature of the situation, Fox 61 has edited parts of the video, which still may be disturbing to some viewers.
They said this is private property. You can't sit here. You have to.
Newly released video reveals the moments that led up to Officer Richard Nacarado acting outside of his training, according to the West Haven Police Department.
Is it such a big deal you can't just sit on a bench?
Originally, the West Haven officer was called to Campbell Avenue on July 1st, where the man behind the black box refused to move from where he was sitting in front of a bar, despite multiple requests from police.
As long as I'm legally here, I'm fine. I'm eating. I mean, I'm not the caller. I'm not here to talk to you.
This back and forth continued for a while and slowly became heated.
You understand my side of the story.
You're gonna understand something really quick. Take your stuff, go over there.
No.
No?
No.
So you're interfering with what I'm telling you.
Where am I interfering with?
Eventually, the man began to ask for Nacarado's superior officer. This is where things began to get physical.
Get up.
Sergeant. Get your
No
sergeant.
problem. Put your hands behind that.
The officer began to force the man's hand behind his back and appears to force the man to the ground. In the body camera video, you can see Nacarado punch the man a reported 18 times.
Send the car.
Help! I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Put your other hand behind your back.
Yeah.
Put your other hand behind your back.
Well, I just can't, fit it.
Things finally ended after about a minute and a half once another officer handcuffed the man. But the damage was already done.
Stop moving.
Laceration on the face, and he's going to have blunt force trauma in his head.
Hospital records show the man complained of head and neck pain and had minor head injuries. Nacarado has been charged with second-degree assault, and state police are handling the case. We will have a full breakdown of the investigation on our website, fox61.com. In West Haven, Stephen Reels, Fox 61.
All right, Stefan, thank you. We're going to take a look at the weather now. We saw a mix of snow and rain today, but temperatures in some parts of the state reached up to 50 degrees.
It was a little breezy, though. Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank is here with the first check of the forecast. Rachel, still a few showers out there right now.
Yes, yeah. We're seeing rain for about the eastern half of the state right now, maybe less than that at this point. And there's still a few flurries in Litchfield County, but give it another hour or so, and I think this will all be out of here. Again, still some flurries in Goshen and Warren, and there was a slushy coating to up around an inch for parts of Litchfield County, especially in areas above 800 feet and above 1,000 feet in particular. Meanwhile, it's just raining in Montville and Groton, and that is rain all the way up through Killingly and Putnam as well. Again, another hour or so we'll get this out of here, but a cold front will come through tonight. We're not concerned with icing on the roads. Temperatures will drop slow enough, and there's also a breeze out there, but in areas that did pick up a slushy coating to around an inch, those are the areas that could remain slippery as we head through the overnight. By daybreak, temperatures are starting to drop back close to the freezing point. It's a cooler day tomorrow. We're looking at high temperatures in the 30s. It actually turns colder as we head through the afternoon, and with gusts up to around 40 miles per hour, it really feels like the 20s for most of the day. We'll take a closer look at that, plus the chance for snow this weekend coming up.
Well, new at 10, Connecticut's Office of Health Strategy has approved Hartford Healthcare's emergency takeover of Manchester Memorial Hospital and its Rockville campus. The fast-track decision ensures continuity of care, but comes with some very strict conditions. Hartford Healthcare must maintain core services, including labor and delivery, intensive care, and a 24/7 emergency department in Vernon for at least 3 years. The agency also imposed cost control measures, which requires separate rate negotiations limitations and limits tied to medical inflation. State leaders say the move protects access and stabilizes health care in eastern Connecticut.
Charges have been reduced against YouTuber Sean Paul Reyes. He was charged after confronting a former Connecticut State Police sergeant in Groton in July. So this is video from that encounter. And according to court documents, Reyes is charged only now with third-degree criminal trespass, which is a misdemeanor. A judge dropped the more serious felony charges. He's still free on bond. The video shows the retired officer confronting Reyes outside his home. It drew national attention.
State police say yesterday's deadly crash on I-84 East in West Hartford resulted from a road rage incident. No one has been arrested at this point, but investigators are asking anyone who was in the area at the time, and especially anyone who has video, to contact them. The incident happened near exit 44 around 3:15 in the afternoon. Investigators tell us a tractor trailer and a box truck were traveling near each other in traffic. Officials say the tractor trailer driver got out, ran across the highway, and climbed onto the box truck. Police say the box truck driver then ran over the other driver. The road was closed for several hours during rush hour. Investigators haven't identified the person who died yet. We also don't know what led to the incident.
We now know the name of the person found dead inside a home in Stamford after an hours-long standoff and shootout last week. This is part of the body camera video that we got yesterday showing how police responded to the standoff on December 2nd. Police say the man was identified as 79-year-old Carmine Bacuzzi through DNA comparison with a family member. An autopsy revealed Bacuzzi was killed with the cause of death determined to be blunt impact injuries to the head and torso with gagging. The man was found inside the home of 63-year-old Jed Parkington, who shot and killed himself after an eviction attempt turned into an exchanged gunfire with police. Right now, it's unclear if Parkington's responsible for Bacuzzi's death. Authorities say they're still investigating exactly what happened.
And people in Kentucky have identified, or police, I should say, in Kentucky have identified the suspect and victim in the deadly shooting on the campus of Kentucky State University in Frankfort. Police say 48-year-old Jacob Bard is a parent of a student. He's accused of shooting two people after a physical altercation near a dorm. 19-year-old Dejon Darrell Fox Jr. died from his injuries. Another student remains in critical condition. This is the second shooting near that dorm in just 4 months. The university has canceled classes and added extra police as the investigation continues. Bard is charged with murder and assault and is set to appear in court tomorrow.
$930 million could all be yours. Of course, if you're the lucky winner of tonight's Powerball drawing. It's not going to be easy, though. It's happening in less than 1 hour.
The jackpot has generated a lot of buzz across the state. Fox 61's Jalen Anderson is live in Hartford now. So, Jalen, I know you talked to people who were sort of already spending that money in their heads tonight. What did they have to say?
It's no surprise. Many people that I spoke to said they would either treat themselves to a luxury vacation or buy a new home.
I'd take the lump sum.
Why?
I mean, honestly, like, you never know what's going to happen.
Up for grabs Wednesday night is the 7th largest jackpot in Powerball history and the 2nd largest of the year. If someone claims the top prize, they can take a lump sum of $429 million or have the money stretched out over the next 29 years. Once you take out taxes, you're looking at either $270 million in cash or around $19 million a year. Adrian Karwowski from Berlin says he would use the money to invest and take care of those closest to him.
I would be like less. I wouldn't spend as much like in the same time period, you know. I wouldn't like blow it all in one day. I'll kind of like space it out and be smart with it. First thing I'll buy, probably Pokemon cards. Big Pokemon guy, yeah. Big Pokemon investor. But then also gotta treat the fam. Give some money to the fam.
Siblings Cass and Rebecca Reeves have opposite plans for their first purchases.
I would start like a nonprofit organization for pets that don't have homes, and also for kids who are orphans and don't have a family, and it would be like a sanctuary.
I think I would buy a house in Florida, a house in California, a lake house in New England, and travel the world.
Yeah, that as well. I would do that too.
But this father-son duo, Adam and Brandon Debin, have a common goal. They both tell me they would make sure they have a roof over their heads.
Yeah. The first purchase is I buy my wife a new car, and then I pay
for school for all my kids, and then I buy a few houses for all my kids.
I'm buying a house. Buying a house and some cars.
As the saying goes, money can't buy happiness, but one father says it would provide a memory that would last a lifetime for him and his family.
You know what? I would take me and my whole family to a Mets fantasy camp so we could play and train with the old timers and players down there. That'd be a great vacation that we'd remember forever.
Again, the drawing is in 1 hour, and I'll be back at 11 with those numbers. In Hartford, Jalen Anderson, Fox 61.
All right.
All right, Jalen, thank you. It is fun to dream.
It is. They have like it down. All those people you interviewed, Jalen, this isn't the first time they thought about it either. They had it down. I don't know. I don't even know what I would do with it.
Jalen actually asked me earlier. He walked up behind me and shoved a camera on my face and said, "What would you buy?" And I said, "I don't know. I've got to think about it for a minute." And then I thought maybe the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh.
And
would that be? What's the ROI on that?
Well, Jerry Jones has done pretty well. So yeah, I don't know. So anyway, if you're dreaming about hitting the jackpot, experts say it's not just about what you spend, it's about how you spend it.
Financial advisor says to take a deep breath, don't make any rash decisions if you win tonight, and don't quit your day job. It's important to understand how your winnings will be taxed too. Yeah, the IRS, the government wants a piece of that. The IRS automatically withholds 24% of prizes more than $5,000, but bigger jackpots could push you into the highest federal tax bracket, which is currently 37%. So here in Connecticut, the state then takes nearly 7% off the top. The advisor recommends hiring an accountant and an estate planning attorney to manage your windfall wisely, no matter what you win.
I don't know. Even after taxes, I think you can quit your job.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, it's going to whittle it down to less than $300 million. Sure. I think you can quit your job right away.
I'm not even thinking about it. Listen, I don't even play the lottery, so what am I talking about this for?